So what you're going to do is you're going to go to EasyBib on your Chromebooks. Okay. And then what you're going to do is, it's up to you whether or not you want to create your own account or not. The reason to create your own account would be because if you create your own account, then you can save things without having to pay for it or whatever, and then you have an account that you can use later. So obviously, if you want to sign up for it, I just pushed sign in. Okay, so if you want to sign up for it, you would go through the signing up process or whatever. We want the demo version. It's pretty easy to just have Google. You just go through Google. So. You can also do it without doing that. You'll just have to watch a video to continue. Okay. You won't have any citation lists unless you were already signed up. If you didn't, or this is the first time you signed up, then you won't have had any. So you're going to go to Create Citation List. Okay, and then we're going to want to title it whatever we're titling it. So I would just title it School Violence, Mass Shootings, or whatever you want to call it. Before you hit create, I want you to change this MLA 8 to MLA 7. The only difference between MLA 8 and MLA 7, and then you can hit create, is that MLA 8 includes the hyperlinks, and I think it just looks messy. So I don't use MLA 8. It's the same exact thing, except it's got the hyperlinks. So we're going to get rid of those. All right, so to create a citation, what we're going to do is we are going to, hold on a second. You're going to click on the citation list that you want. So we just created this one. So we're going to pull that up. And we've got create citation. So we're going to want to click on that. Now there's a couple of ways to do this. If you can't find the source, if you don't find the source on a website, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But what we can do, what I tell people to do, is to open up another tab and then type in the article. So the first one, let's say we're doing the Mike Seeger article, okay? I'm just going to put that one down. You can use whichever one you want, but I'm going to use that one. So it's called America Leads the World in Mass Shooting. America leads the world in mass shooting. Okay, so hopefully what that will pull up is it will see right here, America's Killing Contagion from the week. I'm going to make sure this is the same article, and it is. Okay, so go ahead and take a second and do that. The easiest way to do this is actually in EasyBib. We would choose like journal or book or website, and that would be fine if we chose book or journal, but we would have to put in all the information. So like if I was going to say, oh, I have an article from a newspaper, which is what the week is, I'm going to have to type in all of this information, which is not a big deal. But what we can do is we can go back to here. Well, you didn't go there, but anyway. So I'm going to go to website, and then I'm going to copy and paste this link. And I'm going to put it in here, and it's going to cite it the same exact way as if I would have typed it all in. You'll click on search. Hopefully it will pull something up. You'll click on cite. And it'll say, here's what you'll need help with. That means that that's going to be what's left off. So you'll hit continue. Okay, this is the article title, the author of the week. Now, let's see. So we have almost all of this information. This tells us that the date we looked it up was today, even though, we know it wasn't today. And the one thing we need to change is the author. Wait, not position. Yes, we need to change the author to Mike. And last name is Seeger. If you look back over here, it says that. Somewhere it says that. It's what? Oh. Oh. Right. Okay. That might be the picture. Oh well. All right. So now most of this information is given to you. I included it in the documents for you. But what you want to do is you want to go out on the internet and find it so that you can put that website in there, and then it'll put all this information for you. Okay. Then you are going to complete the citation. Okay, and it'll look like that. It's perfectly done. Okay, so then you are going to create another citation. Okay, and it'll be website. And you're going to do the same thing you did before. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to connect. I'm going to look at whichever article I know I quoted next. Which one did I do? I know I did Metzel. So I'm going to type that title in. Move beyond simplistic mass shooter profiling. And you shouldn't have to type the whole title in. You should be able to type in part of it. Move beyond. You're going to have to do a little bit of searching. That one's not coming up as easily. Oh, wait. This looks like it. Yeah, but it starts here. So that is the article. So this is a journal article. So what this tells me is that the abstract means because it's a journal article, that means it's a scholarly thing. So abstract just means this is what it's going to be about. But then the article starts down here. And if I look at it, it reads politicians and media commentators. And it's the same thing here. So it is the same article. I'm going to copy and paste that. And we'll see what happens. Cite it. Okay. Continue. Got all the authors. Electronically published. That we're going to have to try to find. So let's look at this. It might not have a date. It might. And if it doesn't have a date, that's okay. You can leave it blank. It'll come up with its own thing. Original manuscript, February 18th, 2020. I'm going to go ahead and put the revised manuscript as to November 2020. So, to November, oh, not 2021, 2020. Okay, so that one's done. I'm going to complete the citation. And you're going to have to watch a sponsored message because, you know, it's free. So I'm going to pause my screencast right now. All right, so then let's say those are the only two you cited. Okay, you'll click on those two. Okay, and you will copy all. Nope, we don't want to check the paper. You want to sort it alphabetically. You want to export all. Now, before you do anything, right here, it says select. You want to go to Google Docs. Export. Now, there are a lot of people who will cut and paste it. And you can cut and paste it, but that's a big pain, and I'm going to show you why. So right here, it already has, I'm going to change this, school violence, works cited. Okay, so it's in alphabetical order. It's set up the exact way it needs to. All the periods and colons and whatnot are in the right place. Okay, so the thing is if you cut and paste it, so let's say we go back out to, we'll go here and we go copy citation, which is what a lot of people do. Copy in text citation. It's going to copy it like that. And that's not the right format. We need it justified over to the left margin. Okay, so when you do that, you can see that it doesn't have this thing right here, this big space. It's called a hanging indent. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go through individually each one of these, and you're going to have to create the hanging indent to make sure that it is formatted correctly. You take this little box on top to bring it back over, which is fine, except if you just export it to a Google Doc, it does it for you. Make sense? Okay, so that's basically how to use EasyBib, but you will only do it for the sources that you actually use. So we had 6 or 7 sources. Don't put all 6 or 7 sources unless you used all 6 or 7 sources. Okay? So that's how you do EasyBib.